We are live. 1 second, just give me 2 minutes to check if the audio is correct, because last stream that was a dilemma. Alright, let's see. Monkey tier list. Oh yeah. Last stream that was a dilemma. Alright, it is working, everyone. Let's get into the tier list. Okay. So this is a tier list I made on Tier Maker. And, I don't know, we're just gonna have straight into it. It's about monkeys, basically, primates. Whatever you call, if you want to say apes, primates, monkeys. I like monkeys. It's just fun to say. Okay, moving on. We have, baboon. I believe this is the subspecies of olive baboon that is native to Central Africa. Lives in, like, the savannas. I want to say, I'm gonna put this at it's a solid B tier. B for baboon, right? So I organized it to make it to where baboon was the starter monkey. Yeah, it's a monkey. So starter monkey to start us off, and so we can just comparison. So how I'm measuring this tier list is based on if it could beat it in a fight, and and how smart and strong it is. Right, so for baboon, very, very strong. They have very big canines, and they're not as smart as other primates, but they are smart in the sense that they are good pack hunters and stuff. So not pack hunters. I don't think they call them a pack. I think it's called like a troop. I think it's called a troop. But they stick together, and that's smart in the idea of social interaction. So we're gonna move on to the black-crested macaque. This is very, very popular one because of a selfie that a monkey took in, I think it was South America, somewhere. For some reason, my brain's saying Jamaica, but I'm pretty sure they don't have Japanese, or not Japanese macaques. That's later in the tier list. Black-crested macaques in Jamaica. So pretty funky monkey. His name's Naruto. So if you're a weeb, you're gonna love him. I just love this image. It's super funny how he took an image of himself, like a selfie. How he's even smiling. His name's Naruto. This monkey is an S tier. Black-crested macaques are very, like, they're okay monkeys, but Naruto, he's a different breed, alright? He upset PETA because PETA was like, he has rights to that photo. You can't sell that photo because the photographer who left his camera out they just came back and found that picture, and it was the monkey had snapped a photo of himself and he was smiling, and he started selling that. So 1 second, I gotta scratch my foot. Alright. So yeah, no, that's definitely an S tier monkey right there, but oh, my USB's going in. Okay, right, looks like we're not going with we're out of a webcam. I'm the webcam just went.
On.
Oh, cool.
I know.
Yeah, I'm doing a tier list.
I got my friends to join.
Yeah. Go Grayson. Good job. Okay. All right. Welcome. I haven't even checked OBS. How many people are in here? Hey, there's so many people in here. Swag. Okay. Here, just for you guys, I'm gonna try and reestablish my USB because I know I'm just so very handsome. So let me pull that up again. Here you guys. Go. Okay, you guys can probably see me now. But let me just check that over in the corner. Alright. Moving on to more monkey business. More monkeying around. Alright. Okay, so as I said, honestly, since they're kind of like a B tier monkey, but that monkey just so funky, so funny. Funky, funny monkey. Okay, moving on to chimpanzee. It's gotta be an S tier monkey, right? Like if I say chimp, you know what I'm talking about. You know that I'm talking about the funkiest monkey in the world, right? So chimpanzee, that is just the staple of monkey, right? So, and as I said, chimpanzee would destroy every single monkey on this tier list so far. Gibbon, based on fight, personally underrated monkey in my opinion. In a fight, it loses to every single one here. Macaque is kind of on and off, as you can see in Naruto's smile. You can't see any canines, but that's because they feed on softer vegetation. Compared to this bad boy coming up. Gibbons, I love him, but people don't like him as much as I do. Oh, I just realized that the D is in where C's supposed to be, so let me change that. There we go. Here, let me check chat. Yeah, people in the chat. What's up? Okay. Since I like them so much, this is actually the white-handed gibbon. They are Asian monkeys, and you can see this one posing for the camera. It looks like it was recently a mother. Not gonna go too far into that. Moving on to gorilla, just because of its brute strength, it's so iconic. They're native to Central Africa, but they live in the Alpine, or not in the Alpines, the high altitude jungles in Africa, and they feed on dense, very hard wood vegetation, and that causes them to have these very, very big ol' big molars. So those are your teeth in your back, but they have very big molars. And fun fact, as you could see, I don't know if you can see that, but with my cursor, I'm pointing to their crest. That actually is the bone of the skull. It has a lot of muscle attached to it, and that muscle goes straight into the jaw. So, if I was a gorilla, which I wish I was, there'd be muscle right here, and it would hook up to the back of their skull, so it gives them more biting strength, and that helps them crush some of the vegetation that they need to access the nutrition in it. And it's also very good for defense and intimidation against predators, like Well, no, they don't have jaguars. Oh, man. Webcam just went out again, I think. Maybe it didn't? Okay, whatever. And yeah, I'm very, I used to love gorillas. So, and very smart creatures, actually. Except there's a couple of funny videos of them, like, running at each other in the mirrors, and the gorilla, like, slams into the mirror. It's pretty funny. You would laugh at it if you saw the video. Okay. So controversial. So controversial. Look at the Homo sapien, the human, what you and I are, right? I feel that I naturally have to put this primate at S tier, but I really don't want to, because when you think monkey, you don't think human, right? Humans have kind of ascended our primitive brethren, right? So I want to put them at like if there was a new tier. Honestly, I'm gonna turn the D tier into human or godlike. And remember, godlike's good, so do not correlate being that low with bad. They don't deserve to be with. Because the thing is, with like bare knuckle brawl, literally every single thing here beats. Let's just say this man he looks like a 30-year-old grown man, right? He beats, or every single monkey on this tier beats him besides the macaque and the gibbon, right? Or the gibbon honestly would put up a really good fight, but the macaque would probably get broken up. But baboon mauls him, gorilla stomps him, and chimpanzee absolutely obliterates him, right? So But if he has tools, it kind of gets out of hand with humans and our tools. Right, moving on to the Japanese macaque. I used to love this monkey. This was actually used to be my favorite until the golden snub-nosed monkey came along, which I should have added into this tier list. Aw, shucks. Right, so moving on to Japanese macaque. These guys are very funky monkeys, right? So these are in the same genus, or I think it's genus. This is the same species as our boy right up here, the black-crested macaque. They are Japanese, as it is in the name. So they live up in the Alpines of Japan, and they find these hot springs, right? Because there's a lot of volcanoes up there. So that and geothermic vents. So that causes a lot of warm spring water, very warm spring water to heat up. And the monkeys. Oh, there my mom goes. Coach B for some people on this stream. These macaques, they love to bathe in this stuff, and it's a Japanese. I want to say it's a folk tale that there was a woman bathing in one of these hot springs, and one Japanese macaque saw that woman, and it went and got into the water, and it liked the water, and then all of the other macaques saw that monkey was in the water, so they got in the water, and it's just become a tradition. So like you always find these Japanese macaques just in hot springs, and they love it, and it's amazing, and they're so cute, and they're all cuddly and cozy, and it's incredible. I love them, and I feel like everyone else should too, right? So, moving on to King Julian himself, the ring-tailed lemur. These guys are from Madagascar. And I think, honestly, in a fight, these are the least capable, right? So they get mushed up by Fusa, which are if you watched anything with King Julian, it's like Madagascar, or I don't think they're in Madagascar, the Madagascar movies, but Fusa are those little dog-looking things that love to eat lemurs. So they get messed up by little dogs. So definitely not that good in a fight. I'm gonna drop them down a seat, even though I love them personally. I know my teacher, Miss Fest, loves them, but lemurs are the best. But they're not good at fighting, and they're not that smart. So we put them at this low tier, and it's actually funny because lemurs, thousands of years ago, were separated from mainland Africa. So, oh, everyone's screaming. Were separated from mainland Africa, and they were on Madagascar. And they got put on Madagascar. And now they've kind of taken over the ecosystem. They're a huge part in the ecosystem in Madagascar. So that's a cool little thing for you to think about. Okay, moving on to the mandrill. Ooh, Lord. Mandrills. Talk to some monkey friends, and it's a common thing to debate which one would win in a fight, a baboon or a mandrill, right? So, baboons, I'm pretty sure I watched a video, and technically a mandrill will win because they have stronger bite force, bigger canines, and they're more agile, but baboons are, like, smarter than mandrills. So, honestly, it's a pick or choose. I like baboons more just because I knew them before mandrills, I guess. So yeah, it's just tradition for me to like baboons over mandrills. Alright, and as you can see, they have that colorful face, and they also have a colorful bottom with or same as the baboons. And that face is for attracting females. And what about Ryan Reynolds? Sorry, I just checked the chat. Ryan Reynolds is an S tier godlike monkey, so or Homo sapien. I should have gotten Ryan Reynolds. Gosh darn it, Grayson, you should have came in here earlier. Yeah, no, he would definitely have his own tier list. Ryan Reynolds' tier list is coming up next. Okay. I think enough mandrill talk, right? So we're moving on to orangutans. So, orangutans, they're just, they're very strong, very, very strong. They're very smart, and they use tools. So that's why I think that they beat every other thing below them, or every other monkey below them right now. Mandrills and baboons can really mess up an orangutan, but the orangutan wins, right? It's because they're super strong and they can use tools. There's a popular video of a orangutan using a plank or wooden like branch to put a nail into a wooden plank, and the branch breaks, and he just looks at it funny. It's pretty funny if you watch the video. I sound like so stupid when I don't have the video pulled up, but trust me, it's funny. They have these big old teeth, but they don't. I'm pretty sure they don't have canines. I'm probably wrong with that though. This crest is predominantly in males. It gets bigger with more testosterone. And they also have some pop culture references. So they were in the Jungle Book, or orangutan King Louie, who was in both of the Jungle Books. So he was the leader of all the monkeys, and then there was the live-action remake where he was this huge. I think he was supposed to be a Gigantopithecus in that movie, but he looked a lot like orangutan, same as Gigantopithecus, which is a prehistoric primate. If you guys didn't already know about that, there's so many things that maybe I can make a part 2 to the monkey tier list and update some more species. I made this small so I could turn it into a YouTube video. Right, so I think that's enough orangutan talk. Next, we're moving on to spider monkey. Right, so spider monkey, they're very cool monkeys. You got the a pop culture reference with spider monkeys is the Talladega Night Lights, I think it's called. I used to watch that movie with Grayson, but it's like, Chip, I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey, and I thought that was pretty funny. They're very agile in the canopies of South America. They're very dominant in their ecosystem. They have that, if you see this little tail right here, it's called a prehensile tail. And it helps them use their hands and their feet because they have very adapted feet for grasping. So, like how humans have it for running, we don't have very adapted. Like, you can kind of pick up things with your feet, but you can't really do it as well as most of these monkeys can, like Gibbon, Lemur, why did I forget? Spider monkey and both of the macaques, right? So these and chimpanzees can do that. Orangutans can, gorillas struggle, but they can do it. They have these super adapted tails so that they can hold on to branches very, very strongly, so they don't fall, right? So they've these very long, lanky limbs. They can grasp things really well. So this is for getting fruits and leaves and other vegetation off of trees without falling, using their tail. So just imagine it's like a fifth very strong arm that they can hold on to a branch and say, grab a fig. So I love spider monkeys, but just they're not gonna win a fight, right? Like, I mean, maybe if they're in a canopy with 5 others and they're going against a baboon, they can probably win because of how adapted they are, and baboons are more terrestrial built primates. Terrestrial means like on the ground. Yeah, no, they're these guys are more arboreal, or these guys are more arboreal. Baboons are more arboreal creatures. So this is my tier list. Say the top 3 monkeys are probably, or primates are gorilla, chimpanzee, orangutan. Those are just classics. Like you know those guys. Moving on, A tier is just kind of reserved for the macaques because I personally love them, and I think people should respect them some more. So how you spell macaque is Macaqueus, macaques. And I recommend you look up some videos of Japanese macaques. They are very, very cute. And then you have the Japanese or the black crested macaque, which is actually, I learned of this particular video or photo from the FSA. Oops, not supposed to talk about that. Baboons, mandrills, and gibbons are in the bottom, or are in the B tier, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad. So S is great, A is good, B is pretty, A is pretty good, B is good, C is okay, godlike is godlike. So, I mean, humans have the potential to like completely destroy biodome or biospheres. So I don't really like comparing them. I just felt like I should put them on there since they are a primate. Since we are technically primates, we don't really relate to most of these animals. So yeah, this is it. You can see the lemurs and the spider monkeys are pretty bottom because they're not as strong. Gibbon is taller because they have that reach, and I also like them a lot. Macaques because they're just so cute. And then the top 3 because they're classics. All right, thank you everyone for watching, and thanks for Grayson for rating my stream with her friends. It's hilarious. 20 subs, yeah, let's go, dude. You middle schoolers are actually pretty cool. Swag. All right, thank you everyone. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm probably gonna edit this into a video. Thank you so much. I encourage you to go watch my other videos. They're kind of cringe, but I kind of like them. If you're into gaming, then you might like those. And I also made a Minecraft video with Grayson, so that would actually be pretty funny for some of her pretty